because I just went live. If any of you have been following me, you might know that I've moved the show from Blog Talk Radio completely over to Facebook Live. The reason for that is that Blog Talk Radio kept bombing out, and it wasn't because of something I did, it was because they had technical difficulties. And I would, hi there, and I would email them, Catherine, hi Catherine. I would email them and they would tell me, oh yeah, we're working on it. And I'm like, oh, I've ruined a whole show, and it didn't just happen once. I was with them since, 7 years I was with them. So this is a big deal for me. So anyway, I'm happy for anyone that does show up. And I want to tell you that the way to get messages is simply, I'm going to put on a little notice here. If you can see it, I'm very, there it is. Get readings, email psychic medium Laura at gmail.com and put in the subject line, your phone number and the service desired. So I'll be announcing that over and over again during the show, and I'll be checking email during the show. I already have 3 people, 3 that I know of, and there'll probably be others. I appreciate all of you who are tuning in. Let's see if I could pull up who is tuning in. The only person I think that's made a comment is Catherine. So Catherine, hi there. So what we usually do, oh, thank you. There's Leslie. Hi, Leslie. Leslie in Scotland. Oh my God, if you're an international person, I don't have international calling, but if you do email me your phone number, still email it to me, and your desired service, you can call me when I announce your name. Okay? If anybody wants a reading and you're in another country. But basically, it's the same thing. You're emailing, goodness, psychic medium Laura. Sorry for the glaring light. Psychic medium Laura at gmail.com, and in the subject line your phone number and service desired. All of this is reiterated for your convenience on the website for the show. It's also reiterated on Facebook, my Facebook public figure page, which is Spirit Medium Laura. But the website for this quote unquote show is spiritmediumtv.com. That's spiritmediumtv.com. So what I usually do during the show is I have a little focus subject, something hopefully that's of use to you, that helps you grow. And then we go to the readings. I do a little meditation, prayer, energy connection in the middle of all that, just so you know. And so that's going to take us maybe about 10, 15 minutes. Okay. So meanwhile, you can get yourselves a little into the email queue. Alrighty, so today's focus subject is hungry for happiness. Okay, so what does that mean, hungry for happiness? Basically, I have an article on this on my website. If you'd like to get the articles, if you'd like to be reminded of the show, if you'd like everything I just said in writing, join the mailing list. You'll also get a free numerology report. Just go to spiritmediumtv.com and you can see on the sidebar an opportunity to join the mailing list. Great. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that, everybody, for saying that. So what's this hungry for happiness? I mean, how could you possibly be happy if you don't have everything you want in your life, right? Or at least some very important things, right? My mother always used to say to me, just be happy. I used to say, Ma, how could I be happy? This is not right. That's not right. This is not right. That's not right. She never gave me any further instructions, but the older I've gotten, the more I've realized what that meant. My mother was a medium, a psychic, and metaphysician, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so basically, I'm going to give you a little story that hopefully illustrates when we're in that mode of wanting something, and how in the end everything was okay anyway. I was doing mediumship during a research mediumship session. I'm a research medium besides doing private sittings with people and private sessions with people. And it was a very emotional and very clear connection. And so I drew my attention to a man seated there. This is all online, it's done. a man seated there in the audience, and all of a sudden these words start coming into my head, and I have to deliver them. Something about, you didn't believe in any of this, did you, beforehand? But you were compelled to make this connection with me because of certain incidents you were having in our home. And I'm like, I'm delivering the message, right? I don't know. What do I know, you know? But that's one of the things of being a medium or any kind of psychic, right? Whoever's given me that heart, is that you have to trust the messages. Anyway, make a long story short, when she was transitioning, it turned out to be the wife of the man I was giving the messages to. Man in front of me, alive on this plane, wife in spirit talking to me telepathically. And she explained that she was angry and in a rage when she was ill, and everything she tried, nothing would work, and she was pretty much knew she was going to die before she died. And she was so scared and so upset that she would not allow her husband near her, close to her, giving her comfort, nothing. She wouldn't allow him that. She was just so much in her own stuff, she couldn't have any empathy for him because he was going to lose her. He didn't want to see her suffer. Okay, so afterwards, so she's continuing. She says, I got to spirit and I says, duh, why did I make such a big deal out of this? I'm still alive and it's beautiful where I am. So, hungry for happiness in this particular context shows you how unproductive that is. Anyway, they had their little closure during our mediumship session, and there was a lot of healing that happened. So farther along in the article, I do a little bit of channeling about this and a little bit of an exercise. But just to summarize, basically, if you are wanting things, as soon as you get them, you always feel like, well, that didn't really make me happy, you know? And you may be wanting something new. I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. And the funny thing is, if you're not happy with where you're at now, if you don't love the now, I'm going to say that again. If you don't love the now, you know, you're never going to get anything else. You'll always be like a dog chasing its tail round and round and round and round and round. The way to actually have joy is to love the now. And only through acceptance, through loving our circumstances right at this moment, at this point in time, are we able then to bring in something new. Because that creative act of bringing in something new requires that we not be energetically bound to negativity. It blocks the flow. It blocks our ability to create. Creation, manifesting, all of that comes from love. So if you don't love where you are, you will find it's hard to bring in new things. And so I always get all these questions. Will I find love? Will I meet my soulmate? Will I make money? Will I do this and that? And I want to just pull out whatever hair I have left. And I don't have that much hair left, guys. Because I always think to myself, well, if you're in that karmic cycle of wanting and wanting and wanting and wanting and not loving where you are now, no, you're not going to get that thing. But how do I say that quickly during this show? You know, I do think I have one or two people like that, but we'll talk about it when we get there. So just to review, there's a website for the show. It is spiritmediumtv.com. There, the instructions on how to get a reading are revealed. I'll say it again, simply, let me see if I can put this in a way that's readable. Simply email Psychic Medium Laura. You can't see it because of that. Hold on, let me see if I can put it over here. Okay. Yeah, here's a good one. psychicmediumlaura@gmail.com. In the subject line, put in your phone number and the desired service. You need to listen to the show because I'll be announcing who I'm getting to, so you have to be ready. And I also want you to go through the meditation at the beginning because that opens you up for your messages. So on the website for the show, spiritmediumtv.com, you can get those instructions again. You can also make a donation, which pops you to the top of the queue. I do have one donation. It goes in part to help animals. I donate to an animal charity on a monthly basis. Yeah, I know. Isn't that wonderful? I love animals. I love everything. You know, I hate to see the underdog, you know. So I donate. So there's a way to make a donation, and that pops you to the top of the queue. Also, there's an explanation of how to get a third more time free in a private session with me. I call it the free for me. A third more time than that for which you pay if you use free for me in the event code field when you're booking your private appointment at booklaura.com. And that's all on spiritmediumtv.com. Okay, I'm going to do a little prayer, meditation, energy connection, and then I'm going to dial you up. And then we will have our messages. Okay, so the first person will be a donation. And then I have two people I know already in the queue, and I will look again to see who else is there. Okay. All right, everybody listening, whether or not you want a message, you can still do this. It helps you get more out of this, actually, because you'll open up your energy centers to receiving healing. There could be, every time we connect to spirit, we're receiving an upgrade in our vibration. Every time we do that, we evolve, we move towards joy. So take advantage of this. Even if you don't want a reading, take advantage of the connection by following along. So everyone listening, please sit back in your respective locations. Start to breathe from your abdomen, breathing in deeply. And on the exhale, releasing any and all tension, any and all fear, any and all negativity, opening to spirit. If you're wanting an answer to a life question today, please focus on that now. If you are wanting an answer to a connection rather to the other side, please call in your loved ones at this time. And I know you always want specific loved ones, but be open to who does come in, as that will help the process. While you do that, I will go off and do the prayer silently. I'll be back in a second. And now, on your next exhale of breath, please release your energy into your space, and I will connect us. One moment, please. Okay, so the first person I'm going to be calling is a person that made a donation, and that is Chloe. And Chloe is at area code 407. I won't give out the rest of her number. I'm just saying that for vibration. My phone is going crazy on me. Isn't that nice? I'm still getting used to this, everyone. I'm not used to dialing numbers when I'm supposed to be in a trance. I'm supposed to be in a trance, and now I have to function, right? Hopefully everyone can hear this as well. That was another reason to bring it to make the show this way. Hi there, Chloe. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm great, honey. And thank you so much for your email today and your donation, which goes in part to help animals. So appreciated, my dear. I'm going to make you just a bit louder. Okay. Oh, you're about as loud as you can go on my phone. Okay. So I do have your questions written down. And it was kind of an interesting question. What is blocking my love in my relationship? So that means to me, you're in a relationship and there's a block in it.
Yes, it's apparently kind of it, but there's been a whole eruption and I don't understand why.
Okay, so I am, because at first I thought it meant something else and what to do about it. Okay, Chloe, so let me just, give me the initials of the person that you're talking about. Just the initials, please.
First and last name?
Don't give me the full name because this is a public forum. So just give me the first.
Okay. J-U.
J as in John, U as
J-R-U, sorry.
J-R-U. Okay,
Correct.
wonderful. Okay. Okay, you just connect with his vibration. He's afraid. He's afraid of being, wait a minute, they're sort of saying something else. Hold on. He's afraid. There's a lot of fear in him. He's afraid of being under the control of someone else and being completely and totally in love. He really doesn't know what to do about that. He's just afraid. They also give me the word as he's afraid of being alone, which is interesting because if he's with you, he would not be alone. So I need to find out what they mean by that, honey.
Okay.
Okay, what do you mean by that, Spirit, afraid of being alone? He's afraid of being one-on-one alone. In other words, just with you. There's a lot of problems in his psyche. He doesn't want to be one-on-one. He has trouble being with one person. It makes him feel very insecure, like he's missing other opportunities that could be out there. And it also protects him from rejection. Because if he's only with one person, then if it ever ended, he'd be very upset. But if he has his fingers in many pots, excuse the metaphor here, he's protected emotionally. So what we have is a fearful person of intimacy, of being one-on-one, and that usually stems from them not being developed, not having their own sense of connection to themselves. To become a secure person means you know who you are, you love yourself, you know your gifts, you have good confidence, you see. You know what I mean by that? Makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's lacking in these areas and he needs to grow in this respect. Now, what can you do to make this happen? Let's see if the guides have anything to say, the angelic beings that are working with us, to help Chloe with this. It's not really, the message is not really totally up to you. He has to want to grow and achieve and become who he is. The best that you can do is encourage him to be the best person that he is and love himself more than he ever thought possible. Over time, he will evolve more into being that person, and then he would be more secure. And they're also saying that it could work for you in the long run, but you have to be patient. You have to encourage him to be secure. You have to be willing to let go so that he can come back, because only through he has a fear of intimacy. So if you let go, then he'd see it ain't so great on the outside. You know what I mean? He'll say, oh, I lost Chloe, now what? But not that he lost you, it's just that you're not around anymore. You're giving him a lot of space to be, to explore. And the message is, he's going to come back. So don't be needy, okay? Don't be needy.
I thought so.
Yeah.
With some patience, but I'm working on the patience.
Yeah, you have to work on.
And I'm scared.
Yeah, you are scared. I know it is very difficult. But you see, for you, you have to be the same as what I just said he needs to be. The only way that people, right, you have to have confidence in yourself. You have to know that without this special person, you're not going to extinguish. You're not going to die. You're going to be just fine. You're choosing him because he's worthy of you, not because you're needy. Okay. So how do
let it go?
Well, let me say this. Well, it's not easy to let something go. You have to fill the vacuum with something. And the vacuum is you. You have to fill the vacuum with you being you, you making your life exciting, you fulfilling your potential, you loving every aspect of your life, you being in the flow of you. And not being mean to him or anything like that. If he calls and says hello, being there to talk to him if you need, but filling your life up with all this beautiful stuff that you can fill it with. Because if you do that, you become a better partner and much more capable of hearing somebody out, partnering with somebody else that may not share all your same ideas, going through the long haul with somebody. Only confident people last in relationships. See? Okay, so you have to embark on a campaign of being the best version of you can, and do the things you have
Yeah.
control over. And meanwhile, I do recommend keeping in touch with him, but not allowing the situation or him to control you.
Okay. Yeah. Right now, I chose to take the time to not talk to him because it was overwhelming for me, and I told him I can't talk to him right now.
Yeah, and let me just say now, that's very important. I hope everybody's listening to this. What you're communicating to him is, I'm so needy for you, and then you're frightening him because he can't handle something, right? So if you're too needy, you're going to frighten people away. So again, how do you get less needy? Well, you invest in yourself. You invest in your potential.
Okay.
So I want to tell you what your potential is as succinctly as I can. I don't want to spend the whole hour with just one person, as much as I love you, Chloe. Got to spread the wealth, right? But let me see, Chloe, and the last name is with an R. Chloe. What is her potential, please? You're a very spiritual person. You're very aligned. You have good self-esteem. You know who you are. You know what you want. Just so happens that a lot of your goals do revolve around family, having a family, and wanting to be in a one-on-one relationship. Okay, so what else can we say about her, please, Spirit? How can she make her life, how can she get out of this sense of, if she doesn't have him, being so fearful? How can she do this, Spirit? They say to be alone with yourself more, to journal, sometimes go out with friends, but to take time to hear yourself and listen to yourself a little more right now. It will make you feel better, not rushing or stuffing yourself with activities, which would make you feel worse. So some quiet time with yourself, playing soft music perhaps, or journaling, or doing a little bit of whatever it is you do that's creative artwork, and asking yourself what you need, what you want. And when you start to hear that, then start giving it to yourself. You're going to find that exercise extremely empowering, and it will give you a whole new lease on life. It's a skill that you can bring into any relationship you have in the future. It's called self-reliance, self-love, and the tool is joy journaling. I hope that makes sense to you.
Yes, it does.
All right, my sweet. You take care, love, and you have a beautiful evening. And thanks again for your donation.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful night, too.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, moving to the next person, Miss M, who is at area code 310. I think is California. I'm dialing it. I hope she's there. I wonder if she is there. She may have forgotten. Miss M.
Hi, I can't take your call right now.
Okay, so that one lost out. I have one more that I know of, and then I'm going, let me just see here. We do have some people here who did write in. Great, Diana, thank you. Jackie, I don't know. Well, you did give it. Okay, we do have a number of people that have written in, so we'll get to you in a moment, hopefully. If I can't, I sometimes can't get to everybody. I don't like to rush because those that did make the effort to write in need to get the right messages. So I don't rush. I made a strong decision not to do that a long time ago. And of course, there's always the donation, and there's always private sessions, and there's always next week. Okay, I'm now moving to the next person who did call and give me her number earlier, who did contact me earlier. And I believe Diana wants mediumship. Is that Diana O'Keefe that's wanting the mediumship? Let me see. Might be because she was telling me something earlier. Let me just double check. Yeah. Yeah, okay, Diana. Okay, great. Diana, I hope you're there. Diana, I hope you're there.
Reach the voicemail for Rachel Hampton. Please leave your name, number.
I might have misdialed it. That's one of the dangers of doing what I'm doing. Sorry, everybody. Duh. Let me get it this way. Get it this way. Okay, let's see how this works. That's the danger of this.
Hi,
Diane?
Laura.
Hi, sweetheart. I must have misdialed, honey. I'm so sorry. Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, and thank you. Thank you so much for showing up this evening, honey. Much love to you. Let's see, she's wanting a connection to the other side, everybody. And I, again, thank everybody on Facebook for showing up this evening. So I'm going to connect with her vibration, Diana O781, and see who's in spirit. So I feel very strongly about a mother figure for you in spirit, honey. I'm going to see if there's any other souls around. That's the first one that's kind of popping through. She keeps popping through. Well, I can't get rid of her right now. So if it's it could be a grand, excuse me?
No, I'm just laughing. It could be my grandmother.
I think it probably is. So there she is. She's an elderly woman. Her hair is sort of like puffed up, like she would have had it teased and sprayed in a nice round kind of thing on the shorter side of the hair. She first shows it to me as gray, but then she also shows me it would have been darker when she was younger and a little bit more full, longer a little bit. That's the first thing. Would you understand the hairstyle for grandma?
Could be. Or an aunt. I have an aunt that I'm thinking of here.
Let me continue. Another thing is she's not overweight or anything. She's sort of a mesomorph, medium-sized body and figure. She's very cute face, a nice straight nose, a little bit of a turn up at the tip of the nose, and the nostrils are kind of, rounded and full, but a straight bridge, and then this fleshiness at the tip. She has a mouth that turns up slightly at the corners, high cheekbones. She also says she's a very creative person when she's on Earth. Another thing I think is very distinctive about her is that she's holding up, it looks like a cake, like as if somebody's birthday is going on right now. So would you know of anyone's, I can give you more detail, but just at the sound of it, would you know if anyone's having a birthday on Earth or in spirit at this moment?
My sister.
Oh.
Yesterday, and she's on there.
Oh, okay, wonderful.
And this aunt that I'm thinking that this is, she was her godmother.
Oh, okay. Now let's see what she wants to say. Okay, Diana, let's see what she wants to say. Give you further advice or further information so we can make a firm. We already have a lot of things that are possible, but we don't have a firm ID on this person yet. She also looks like she likes to take care of herself, like she's wearing a little bit of lipstick, and as I mentioned, the hairstyles are very nice. I also mentioned her hair's brown in the Brown family when she's a little younger, when it didn't get gray. At the end, it's gray. Okay? And it looks like there's a little bit of a flip here, a little bit up to the shoulder, a little flip, and a little bit of bang, if you will. That's the general thing with the hair. She also shows me that she does have some children that she leaves behind on Earth. It looks like she has at least one boy. For the aunt you're thinking of, would you know that, please?
Possibly she had one boy.
Possibly. Okay. Well, for the one you're thinking of, it's a yes. Okay, good. And I do think she has two children, but I know one of them at least is a boy. So we know the other one would have to be a girl, okay, by that process of elimination. I want her to tell me a few other things, and then we'll come back to you. There's something to do with a fall towards the end of her life. She would have slipped and fell. Do you know anything about that, please?
Yes, she did slip and fall.
She says she did hurt her hip. Do you know anything about that, please?
Oh, well, my mother-in-law hurt her hip before she passed.
Okay, but all you know about the aunt you're thinking of is that she did slip and fall, but you don't know anything about a hip problem.
No.
All right, that's fine. But you do know about a slip and fall, so I'm going to stick with her for now, love, okay?
Okay.
Okay, now I do see there's a problem in her chest. It looks like a heart problem. Would you understand that, please?
No.
Okay. Would you understand the chest area is a problem for her? It could be breathing as well.
Could be. She did have asthma.
Okay. I'm trying to get the cause of her passing is what I'm going towards. Don't volunteer it, Diana. Let's just see if she'll reveal it to us, okay?
Okay.
This way we'll understand. Well, yeah, she does show me in the area of where the neck meets the clavicle bone. She's taking me in that area where, like around the bottom, the neck, where the clavicle bone is. I feel burning there. So I don't know if that's significant yet. I'm just saying I feel that. Let me see what else I could do with her. Do you want to show me, please, Aunt? I'm asking your aunt. Well, she does insist on the fall as being part of the passing problem. And she does say she did hurt her hip. So if you don't know about that, I want to say she's saying it again. Okay, it took a toll on her health. She wasn't able to regain, now unless we slipped over somebody else, but took a toll on her health. She wasn't able to regain her equilibrium after that, or even walk very well. She was rather dizzy all the time. She does show me she does have a problem with breathing in her lungs, but you already said asthma, but I think it goes beyond asthma, this particular soul I'm speaking with. Now, you said your aunt had asthma. Do you know if she had anything else wrong, like lung cancer or anything wrong with her lungs, please?
I don't know.
You don't know. That's fine. That's a good answer. That's a good answer because you don't know. But that's what she's given me. So I want you to, make a note of that. Okay? This is all being recorded. You'll be able to find it on my Facebook page. So there's a little forgiveness for someone in the family about what you did to them. Okay, she's talking about this. Okay, Aunt, before we do that, I want you to just give me something that Diana would know it's you. Okay, because right now we still don't have a firm idea, right? We don't have a firm ID. We have the birthday cake. We have the appearance. I didn't ask you about her face, but I don't know if you could really say that's her face from what I said, Diana,
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't really say that. But do you know if she wore her hair like teased up and puffy, like nice and teased up around her face, and she had gray hair towards the end? You know that?
She did. She always had her hair done once a week.
Okay. All right. Now, I know this is funny, but she keeps showing me a cigarette as if she smoked or she was exposed to secondhand smoke. Do you know anything about that?
I don't. She could have been. I don't think she smoked, but I think she could have been exposed to it.
Okay. Okay, so Aunt, I'm still trying to get something that will let Diana know who you are before we go to personal message. If we can't do that, I'll give a personal message, but we would not have accomplished what we need to do. She also shows me, I'm going to say, I think she had cancer, honey, towards the end of her life. Do you know that?
She may have. She was in a nursing home. She was
okay.
Rather old.
Oh, she was rather old. Okay, then you don't know all these things. And I also see that she's vomiting. She can't hold food down. She's incontinent. She's got a lot of things wrong with her health, but I believe there's cancer, there's heart problems, there's a lot of things wrong with her, okay? That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
All right. Is there any way, Aunt, that you can please give Diana something that you think she will understand and remember, please? Okay, do you have a ring of her? She's shown me a ring.
I have a ring of her mother's, my grandmother.
Oh, okay.
Well, she may think it was hers.
Well, it's good enough. It's very close in that way because you showed me a ring. Okay. She also says, but you didn't get it from her. You got it probably from your mother, I suppose, because I think your mother's in spirit also. All right. Well, let me see if I can get to the message. All right. I can't continue with this much longer because I have to hop to other people who are waiting. But I think we have a pretty good connection with her. So what was the message, Aunt, that you're going to give your beautiful niece, Diana? There's something going on in the home right now between you and another person. That person is not listening to you and is creating a lot of stress in your life, Diana. She's trying to tell you to open up more about your feelings. You will be heard and received better than you are now by pushing away or pulling back. And that is her message to you. Can you relate to that?
No, not really.
Okay, is there anything going on, any kind of conflict right now with another person?
No. I mean, I've had, my situations that
Okay, well, Spirit never
yeah.
lies. I don't know why she's saying this, so I'm going to leave you
Yeah.
with that, honey. I don't know why, but I can tell you this. When I get a message, I always deliver it, and it always turns out to be correct for some reason. So I don't know why it's not resonating for you, but I will leave you with that. Okay, my dear?
Well, I have had a conflict with my sister whose birthday that she was referring to, so it could be that.
Oh.
She's,
Well, that makes sense because she showed me the cake. She's saying conflict in the home doesn't mean your sister lives with you. It just means personal. So, okay, so let me just see. Oh, she says, open up more about your feelings. You will be received well.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And that's what the message is for you to understand that better because you haven't really been sharing. I think you think it's not going to be received well. And do it in a calm way, in a very centered way. She will hear you, is what your aunt is saying. She will listen to you. And she also says, much love to everybody, gives you a big kiss and a hug. And I think you probably have a mother in spirit. Is that correct, love?
No, my mother's.
Your mother's
still
here?
on
Oh,
Earth.
okay.
My grandmother.
Grandmother.
My grandmother.
Oh, okay, wonderful. All right, well, maybe we'll get to her another time, my dear. But I hope that that's been helpful to you. Okay, love?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you, Diana. Bye, honey. Okay, I'm glad that I brought that up because if we have to try sometimes to make the connection, but spirit never lies. The more I open to spirit, the more I'm getting and the more accurate the messages are. So we're going to go on now to Jackie B. And there's a phone number there. I asked to put the phone number in the subject line so I can see it better and easier, but I will open the email and get it for you. I'm just saying that for other people. Okay, hopefully we can get through to Jackie.
Hello?
Jackie, is that you?
Yes.
Hi, honey. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, wonderful. Now, did you have a life question today, or did you want an other side connection?
A spirit connection.
Okay, that's.
I know my mother's been coming around, but I wanted, I could be watching TV and out of the corner of my eye, I see something move. Now I live alone. I don't live with anyone, so nothing could be moving. Then I'll turn my head and I'll see like a shadow walking. Is that my mother keeping an eye on me?
I think you just gave us your reading. You're not supposed to tell me anything, Miss Shagana. But I was laughing. You should have seen the faces I was making on Facebook. All right, well, let's see what we get, okay? Let's see what we get.
Okay.
Jackie B. And you're a very nice person. Spirit is saying you're a very loving person. Everybody loves you. You have a heart of gold. Your mother is here from Spirit. She wants to talk to you now. She's a little upset with you right now. And she's actually, I don't know if she ever did this to you or anybody else when she was on Earth, but she's kind of grabbing your ear like, listen, like, naughty, 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 listen. But I need to go through evidence, honey, just to make sure we have your mother, okay?
Okay.
Besides the comments about your personality, which I'm sure are true, and the fact that she's got a pretty good personality, the woman that's coming through at the moment. Now, would you understand Mom would have had a dark hair, please?
No, she had dark hair, but when she passed away, it was white.
Okay,
Or
I'm just going to ask you to do yes, no, or maybe. And even though I should have qualified that and said, she's showing me her dark hair. She could have had gray hair when she was older, but she chooses to show me the dark hair. She also shows me that the hair is layered and it's thick and has a bit of wave. Would you know Mom's hair had been thick when it was dark and she was younger and would have had a wave to it? Would you know that, please?
Yes.
Okay. She says she's a very kind person, very loving person. She believes in equality for all, just like you. She says our whole family is very spiritual. We believe in the afterlife. And she says,
Yes.
I'm trying to get the right wording on this. Like, gosh almighty, it really is real, she's saying to you. It's like the most real thing I ever did touch. She's got a cute way about her. She does show me herself as on the shorter side. Would you know that from Mom, please? That's subjective, but
Yeah.
okay. She also looks like she's got a bit of stockiness in the torso area, if you will. At least the picture she's giving of me, which I asked them to show me something you would know about their appearance.
Yeah.
So she's got a bit of wide shoulders, a bit of narrow hips, but a little bit of a stomach on her, if you will, thickness in the middle. Now, would you know that from Mom's build, please?
Yes.
Okay, she says I had a stocky build for most of my life. She laughs a little bit. She also shows me she would have had a little problem with her teeth. She might not have held all her teeth well towards the end. It looks like some of them fell out, or she might have had some dental issues. Do you know anything about that, please?
She has false teeth.
Okay, perfect. But she shows that she didn't want to, she couldn't show me the false teeth. So what she did was show me teeth that were rotting and bad, to say they had, I guess, to show me bad teeth. She loves you very much. She says you have a heart of gold. Take care of the family for me now that I'm gone. And I need to get one or two more things about her before I do the personal message. 1 second, please, love. Okay. Oh, somehow the call ended. Oh, 1 second. I don't know what happened there. She must have hit a button. Hold on. That could happen online. That could happen on Blog Talk too. Sometimes I lose a call, but I can't call you back on Blog Talk. Here, I can call you back.
Hello?
Yeah, we got cut off somehow, love.
Yes, I noticed that.
You know, the nice thing about doing the show this way is I can call you back. Okay, now let me continue. Okay, I'm trying to get her something else, one or two more other things. She does show me that you would have a brother. Do you know of a brother, please?
Yes.
Okay, and a few of them. There's not just one other sibling to you. There's at least, just saying a few of them. I don't know if she means brother or just other siblings, but there's a few children in the family. I'm trying to get to her cause of passing, or one or two other things. She does show me that she did have arthritis in her hands, particularly her wrist would bother her. Do you know anything about that, please?
Yes.
All right. All right, so now, okay, she shows me that there would have been a problem with her lungs, and that she would have been exposed to smoke, either through smoking herself or secondhand smoke. Do you know anything about that, please?
Yes.
All right, now she says she smoked. Okay, she says she's a kind, loving person. You are kind and loving. She wants to go to the personal message. She's really tired of giving me all these facts, okay? She's saying, I gave you enough facts already. Can we get on with this? All right. All right, Mom, you can get on with it, all right? She says, I love you very much. Take care of the whole family for me now that I'm gone. You have the great honor. She's a little bit teasing you. You have the great honor of being the matriarch now. Take care of everyone for me. Take care of your health. And she's also saying something about you smoking. Do you smoke, honey?
Yes.
She doesn't like that.
Trying to quit.
Yeah, she doesn't
Okay.
she doesn't like that. She says, please,
All
please,
right.
please, please, please put it down. Get rid of it. Don't do that anymore. She says, you're a very beautiful woman. She says, I don't want to see you hurt yourself. And
Okay.
she gives you a big kiss, a big love, a big mushy, loving kiss. And she's a lot shorter than you, because I could see her next to you
Yeah.
doing this right now. And she also gives you one red rose to hold close to your heart to remember her with.
Okay.
Okay, honey?
I love her very much. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Thank you, sweetheart. And remember, they can hear you, so you can always say that directly to her, okay?
Okay.
All
Yes,
right.
I say that all the time.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I'll thank God for life, and I say, Mom, I love you.
Okay, thank you, love. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, honey. Okay, I'm going to go to Alicia, she's done it twice. Alicia, thank you. And I appreciate your sending me your phone number and everything else, and I'm coming to you now. Ah, and she has a life question. That's fine. Thank you, honey.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, Alicia. Thank you so much, honey, for sending me. I really appreciate everybody on Facebook for taking the effort to make the email, send me the email. I actually had somebody say they couldn't figure out or they wouldn't do that extra little step, but I think it works well. So I'm glad that you did, and I'm glad that you're doing that, love. So there was a message that was coming in for you while I was dialing you, and I need to see. Oh, okay. The message was, and we'll get to your question in a moment, is when things don't go exactly as you want them, don't get so upset. So that's the first message for you. Go ahead and ask your life question, please.
So my life question will be regarding my husband's health. Just wanting to know if you see it improving, if there's anything I can do. It's
Okay.
kind of a mystery right now.
Sure. And again, when things don't work at first, don't get despondent. Don't give
I
up.
appreciate
Okay.
that.
So give me his initials, please.
G, and then A.
GA. Okay. All right. What's going on with GA's health, please, Spirit? He's a smart, very intelligent person, very smart person, very clear analytical thinker. He's a lot of trouble right now. Feels like there might be some kind of achiness in the body. Would you agree with that, please?
Not that I'm aware
Well, they're showing me something at the wrist that's bothering him, like a pain going through the arms from the wrist. Do you know anything about that, please?
of. Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, then let me go back to his name again. So I have to get on his vibration. Very spiritual person, very caring individual, heart of gold. Okay, would you understand gastrointestinal issues, please?
Sometimes.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to ask you to tell me what the issue is because I don't see his symptoms for some reason. I
Oh,
don't want to spend a lot of time guessing.
of course. He's very depressed and has anxiety.
Oh, all right. I was looking for something physical.
Oh,
See, and that's interesting. You know, I guess because I was looking for physical, I found, but there might be some gastro issues related to this. And I also hear the word anxiety. I think you said it, but anxiety is the cause of all this, is causing gastro issues. Very insecure about his future. Let me see if I could get what it is. Very mixed up about something about himself, something he left in the past, but never completely. There's a lot of animosity in the family or anger in the family that comes from a lot of discord in his family of origin. He's still upset or he's still holding anxiety from the past. So would you know if he had any kind of abuse growing up, or is there a lot of discord in the family of origin there?
at least never met his father, so that portion of his life is a big one. As far as abuse goes, I'm not too sure of it, but his family has a tendency to argue with each other.
Yes. Yes.
Not necessarily him, but there's a lot of fights when he was growing up between his family members
Yeah.
about them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's the root cause of this. He didn't say abuse, but I'm getting a family of discord, a family of origin of discord. Everything is unhappy in the family all the time. Everybody's always has a lot of anxiety, fighting, tension, stress, and everybody's very mixed up about themselves. They don't know where they're going. Now, this suggests to me to look for something. So I'm going to look for it silently, and I'll be back in a moment. This is so he's pretty mixed up about himself too. So it's coming in as a DNA thing and also an environmental thing. I want to see if there's any abuse in the family. Any abuse with GA, please, growing up. The parents were rather strict and did not allow their children to express their feelings much. So he was raised in a very restrictive home, not a lot of free thinking or thinking for yourself, which causes now in him. We could call this sort of like a post-traumatic stress disorder. Okay. So what is the right treatment for that? Usually is EMDR. That's eye movement. I forgot what the D and the R stand for, but EMDR. If you Google EMDR, referrals, you can also, Psychology Today would have a referral list and other ones, but EMDR therapist, and see if you could take him to one of those, because what I'm getting is unraveling the past will help him with his future.
Okay, perfect. I keep feeling like he needs to dig deeper, but I don't think he will. I think it's scary of him.
If that he needs what, honey?
I keep saying he needs to dig deeper into his childhood, but I think he's really scared of that, it seems like.
Exactly. And that's what the issue is. And he's holding all that in him now. So I wonder how we can get him to go for therapy, because he needs to do that.
And and gosh, that's the thing that's scary is he goes to talk therapy regularly. He's a part of men's group and is taking antidepressants recently. And so it's like
So-
trying all these things, but it's just not alleviating him.
Well, if you go to somebody who does also hypnotherapy with EMDR, they usually go hand in hand. And then you would put him in a relaxed state. Hopefully they can get to that and then it would come out. Because he has a lot of obviously blocks to hearing what's going on, to knowing what's going on. But that's what I'm getting. It does cause some gastro issues. So they were getting me in the back door there, understanding stomach tension, stress. He really doesn't know what he wants. Okay, you see, he doesn't know who he is. He doesn't know what he wants in life. And I also said earlier, he was raised in a very restrictive household where people were not allowed, children were not allowed to share nobody shared their feelings. And so he's all bound up emotionally. And without that relief, without being able to say who he is and, all that, he won't be able to be healthy and happy. So that's where the answer lies, my dear. Okay? All
Thank
right.
you so much. I appreciate the recommendation.
Yes, I appreciate you, honey. Thank you so much for calling me,
Thank you.
for emailing me. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to try. Do I have somebody else here? I have Alicia. I got Diana. I got Jackie. I do have a Jean Robinson over here. Jean, honey, you have to email me your phone number. Let me put this. I don't really have any time left today. I can only try maybe one more reading because we're at the end of the show, but for next week, or if Jean sees this, you have to email psychicmediumlaura@gmail.com. And in the subject line, you have to put your phone number and the service desired so I can find you. Otherwise, I can't call you. Okay? Thank you, everybody, for those pretty little hearts. So I'm going to go back here. I think there's somebody else who did. Maybe she put it in this message now. Jean, I appreciate you trying to email me. I wish I could get to you, but there's no phone number there. Okay? It's not very difficult. I'm going to try Miss M one more time, who did give me her phone number. And hopefully she's at the phone. Love working with you all. Whew, it's kind of warm here where I am. Hi, little flowers, little hearts. Thank you so much for sending me them. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, Miss M.
Yes.
Hi, honey, it's Laura. How you doing? I tried to get you earlier, but you didn't pick up the phone.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I had a schedule change.
Not a problem, love. Okay, so you have a couple of questions. Most of it seems to be around money. I can't give you answers to everything, maybe very quickly, because I can't do a full reading, but I will look at money and car, and then we'll give a very quick C on the other question about love, okay? Can I do
Okay.
that, love? Okay, so you're Miss M and you're at 310 area code. You're very intelligent, Spirit's telling me. Highly sharp. You're very, very careful with your speech. You know what you're doing in life. You're very deliberate in everything that you do, and people really, really like you, trust you, and look to you for advice.
I'm sorry, what was that last part?
And look to you for advice. People look to
Oh,
you
yeah.
for advice. They love you. People love you. You're very charismatic. You should be visible more in the media. Okay, this will help you with your finances and improve your
I'm
situation.
working on that. I'm working on that.
All right, well, you will get that.
God bless you.
Yeah, you will get that, and you will be helping more people than you're already helping. And this will improve your finances. As far as the car right now, it will be coming to you. Let me just see if it's the one you want. There will be a car coming to you, but it won't happen immediately. They're saying more 5 to 6 months, and they want to see you improve your income first before you go ahead and make that plunge. But that's for a better car than what you have. Now you have something, but it's not the full Monty.
I don't have anything. I don't have anything.
Oh, okay. Well, let me see if you can get something short term, because a better car comes in about 5 to 6 months. Let's see because you're living in California, honey. It's 310 California.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very difficult to
So
get
it's
around there.
little-
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
that's hard. Okay, let me see, darling. Car. The best I can do is see that seems like you have a friend, somebody that you know that's either letting you borrow that car. It's male. Seems like a man let you borrow the car from time to time, or that you can do that. So if you haven't found anybody, or that or you haven't asked anybody, see if you can ask through friends, family, and connections. See if you can borrow somebody's car, or even pay a modest amount of money to use that for the time being. But I do see a car more to your liking in about 5 to 6 months. It's more permanent transportation. As for your life question about love, life partner, let me see. I won't meet someone else.
Because I have someone in my life.
Yeah. Meet another life partner. Okay. More to your liking, I get. More to your liking, more right for you. You will eventually. You have to hold on to this now. It's okay to be where you're at, but eventually you will find that relationship will tumble out of your life. It's kind of going to leave you suddenly, tumultuously, and you won't look back
wait,
from it.
I'm sorry. Wait, I'm getting out. Okay, thank you. Wait. Okay. Sorry, I'm on the way to my thing. Okay, I'm sorry. So you said something about tumultuously, huh?
It looks like that this partner and you will end up leaving the relationship in a tumultuous situation. But for
Are
now,
you serious?
what?
Thank you. So are you serious? Like tumultuous?
Yeah, it's not going to end good, but it will end, and it will end suddenly, and then you'll be free. But for now, stick with it.
Is that going to happen soon?
No. It seems like everything's going to happen about 5 to 6 months. Seems like your life's going to be that's like right after the new year, honey, like the beginning of next year, towards March, April. Things are going to shift for you. And actually, they're all good things. So I'm getting that you will not be with this person you're with forever. It's a good person for you now, but something's going to change in your life, change in your thinking, and change in what you want in life, which will open the door to new things. Don't forget, you're upwardly mobile right now, so many things will shift. Okay, my dear?
Okay.
All right, love. Take care, and thank you so much, honey, for letting me be of service.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, honey. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, everybody. I'm just going to check one more time because I have a funny feeling. Oh, okay. Nobody did send in anything else. So Jean Robinson, honey, you're going to have to give me your phone number next time. I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in. I appreciate all of you so very, very much. Sorry I can't read all the comments because I'm doing the readings. But if you do want to talk to me, you have to do the following. You have to, see if I could get this in a place where you can read it. You have to email psychicmediumlaura@gmail.com, and in the subject line, put your phone number and service desired. If you forget any of this, or you need to have a refresher, everything is at spiritmediumtv.com. Love working with all of you. Thank you so much again for tuning in. Namaste. Oh, by the way, I do this every Monday. Namaste.